back to Less Lethal Contingencies. Alan here. So today we're going to be test firing first shots. We're doing a first shots video, okay? Yeah, since I've installed this Buttstock ASA on the TR68 by Umarex, okay? This is the Umarex TR68. That's my son's actually. And I'm in the process of modifying it. So we still have the factory barrel in here, but we do now have the rear buttstock adapter, or ASA, Air Supply Adapter, and I'm also running the MCS expansion chamber plugged with this plug on here, okay? So the first test we're going to do is I reinstalled the restrictor up inside the handle here, the CO2 restrictor. We're going to try it on 12 grams CO2 first and see what increases we may have from the addition of this expansion in here, okay? So, and then I have the MCS plug here, okay? So we're going to give that a whirl first, and we're going to be shooting some 7.3 gram 682 is the size, but 7.3 gram solid aluminum alien play ammunition. Okay, this is usually a good weight for most of the markers out there. Even some of the lesser power ones like my burner get the best numbers with the alien play. So we're going to give that a try. It also might be what a lot of people out there are shooting because it is more economical. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a CO2 out of my pocket. We have the cranny here set to feet per second. I'll just be calling out the feet per second on that. We have an Umarex branded CO2 12 gram cartridge here. Okay. It's been in my pocket. It's been at about 70, 72 degrees temperature. So we're going to put that in here. We're going to add a couple drops of our Super Lube synthetic silicone lubricant. Just a couple drops in there. A couple drops go a long way. We're going to reinstall our quick puncture degasser. There we go. And let's go ahead and air it up first, unload it. Everything looks tight. Let's do that. We're going to gas it up, I should say. All right. So like I said, we'll start first with 12 gram before we do high pressure air, and we'll see what we get. I'm expecting to get definitely some increase in velocity since we have some expansion in here now. So let's go ahead and gas her up. All right. That was a good sound. And of course, it's always a good sound when you don't hear a leak, right? Yeah. Okay, everything sounds good. We are aired up, or gassed up, I should say. And I don't remember it being too loud on CO2, so I'll put my earplugs in when I shoot the high pressure air. It was definitely a huge difference. But you know, maybe it could be louder now. We got more expansion in here. We'll see how it goes. Be a good test anyways. So on here we have a CV Life dot optic, and this has the shake on capabilities there, and it also has four different reticles you can select from, crosshairs, which is my favorite, and then you have kind of a different type of crosshair. I forget what they call that. They have a circular pattern and then just the dot itself. Okay, so it's a red dot optic, and then we have a red, or actually blue, laser as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our first magazine. There's 5 per magazine of the alien play, the solid aluminum. And I'll call out the feet per second. Everything. This is first shots after tearing this thing down, modifying it, putting it back together. So everything looks to be going. The barrel's floating fine, so I know my barrel spring was reinstalled. Yeah, I mean, everything looks good. So we're going to go ahead and see what this thing gives us for feet per second. All right. Mag 1. Mag 1, Shot 1. 7.3 gram alien play. 12 gram CO2. With the plugged rear ASA. 322.4 feet per second. Yeah, so that's not as loud as it was on HPA, high pressure air, but probably just on the cusp of starting to ring your ears. So it's definitely doable without ear protection, especially in here. This is kind of an echo chamber. All right, Mag 1 Shot 2. 312.5 feet per second. Shot 3. 300.5 feet per second. Shot 4. 281 feet per second. And the last one, Shot 5. 241.6 feet per second. First shot, anyways, felt really powerful. And I think I had some pretty good feet per second the first couple shots. We're starting to dip down now. Definitely we're using more CO2 since we have this expansion in the rear ASA here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that rear ASA was a Z-Ram. But you can definitely get them cheaper. I overpaid for that because I got hit with duty fees and import duty fees and everything that I wasn't aware I was going to get hit with this a few months ago. In hindsight, I wish I had bought it locally. But yeah, you can get these like 50, 60 bucks, these rear ASAs. So that's what you're looking at. Looks pretty cool. And they don't come with plugs, but you can make your own plug for it, no problem. I'm using the MCS expansion here with their plug is what I'm using, which actually works out really nice. So that's what it looks like. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, so let's see. I got another magazine of the aluminum alien play here, 7.3. Let's shoot this off. Everything still feels good. We'll shoot this second magazine off. And my guess is that'll take care of the gas. That'll exhaust the 12 gram. I wouldn't expect to get much more than 2 magazines. If you're lucky, even getting 2. So here we go. Mag 2, Shot 1. 7.3 gram alien play. Shot 1. 223 feet per second. Yeah, it's getting really weak, diminishing big time. Shot 2. 93. I'm surprised it even, well, that's right, this one reads better, lower numbers. Yeah, we're pretty much out. 93 feet per second. I mean, I can see that thing kind of arcing. All right, so yeah, you're definitely going to have a reduced shot count, which is to be expected because you're running more power. You know, you're definitely going to have more power. You're using more of the CO2's flowing in here. So, all right, that is, yeah, there wasn't much left in there. Let's check our puncture while we're at it, and then I think we'll kill this video and we'll get set up to do a high pressure air test. I'm thinking 800, 850. We'll start small. We know what it does on 1050 out of the handle. So, and I'm going to need to take the restrictor out too. So we'll take that back out again. So we have a, yeah, looks like a nice puncture here. Oh, hell yeah. All right, we got a good old puncture. All right, yeah, so that's today's test on the 12 gram with the new ASA, the new Air Supply Adapter, Buttstock Adapter, plugged off with the MCS expansion chamber as well on there. Okay, so that's today's test. Anyways, first shots test after doing some, yeah, I'd say a major modification. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Stay tuned for more. Peace out.